everyone. Welcome to the session. Good afternoon. My name is Mariam Nampima. I'm going to be a trainer in today's session, which is called Create a Digital Marketing Plan. So you're very welcome to the session. And I'm going to be here with a colleague of mine. His name is Jimmy. He's going to be a moderator for today. Jim, please help me confirm if I'm being audible to the audience. So welcome to the session. And let me see who we have with us today. So we are a few minutes late. We had a few hiccups here and there, but the good thing is that now we are solving them. So feel free to introduce yourself in the chat box. Feel free to introduce yourself in the chat box. Tell us who you are, where you're joining us from. Tell us how everything is going, how is business, how are you faring. So share with us. This is going to be an interactive session, and I can see my moderator is welcoming you to the session. Thank you, Jimmy. Okay, so let's dive into our topic for today, which is creating a digital marketing plan. So like I said, my name is Nabila Mariam. I'm a trainer with Africa118. So my moderator, you haven't confirmed to me if I'm really audible at the end of the audience. I wouldn't want to leave anyone behind. Okay, so as my moderator confirms that, let us continue into our today's agenda, which is we're going to deeply look at three topics. And the first one is an introduction to digital marketing. So before we look at how to create a digital marketing plan, you need to first understand what is digital marketing. First, the second, we shall look at how you can create a to build a digital marketing plan. And the third, we shall look at how you can harness the power of digital advertising. So before we go deep into our three major topics for today, you need to know that we have a bootcamp that is courtesy of Google. It's completely free of charge, where you can join and get mentored in a lot of topics concerning the business, concerning digital advertising, concerning social media, websites, search engines. So all of that is happening when you join the Google Hustle Academy. My moderator is going to share the link with you so that you can sign up. Are you a small business or medium? Just sign up and you'll be able to take advantage of all the tools that Google has for you, free of charge. Okay, so let's start by asking ourselves this question, or I'll ask you as the audience joining us today. How do you engage with your customers currently? Like, how have you been doing it? You can say, I've been making calls to my customers, I've been making physical visits to my customers, or if you already have a social media presence, you can say, I've been talking to them via WhatsApp or via Facebook. So you can go ahead, share with us in the chat box, and I'll be picking a few things here and there and sharing with the audience. So as you share with us, let us continue in the topic. an introduction to digital marketing. What do you understand when you hear the term digital marketing? So, as you can see in front of you, digital marketing is the promotion of products or brands using electronic devices or the internet. So it includes a lot of things, and it includes a lot of things. That is, you can use messages, you can use video, there are apps, there's electronic billboards, podcasts, digital television, radio channels. So all of these things, all of, as long as you promote a product or a service online, it's all under digital marketing. So you need to understand that right now we are living in a mobile world. So mobile in particular is actually changing how we act and we behave as humans. There's a lot of interaction going on online. So at times when you sit in a taxi or you're sitting at your dining table sharing lunch or having a chat with friends, you'll see that most of them, their faces and eyes are locked on their phones. So mobile is changing a lot in the way we communicate with our friends, our family, our sisters, and now it's also changing the way we communicate with our customers. So it's we have never been as connected as we are currently with information, with knowledge, and with people. It's now the new thing that is happening. So if you're staying in a traditional era, then we are leaving you behind. So we have all that. We all have that power to do our product research online through using the internet. You can just like if, for example, if you're carrying out competitor analysis, you're trying to find out what is your customer doing better than you. All of these things you can find them online, and you can see that the statistics you have, you're seeing right there on your screen. You can see that you have 747 million SIM connections in the sub-Saharan Africa. So when we say sub-Saharan Africa, someone can share with us on chat, like which country do you know that is actually in the sub-Saharan Africa? And 90% of South Africans own mobile phones, with 80% in Kenya and Nigeria, respectively. So most as Ugandans, our figures are also around there are about 70 to 80% of Ugandans currently that are owning smartphones. And 60% of active mobile users in Nigeria have shopped online. So we don't have to talk about Nigeria as much, but you as the audience, I'm sure you have noticed that after the period of or within the period of COVID, a lot of online transactions have happened. Many people have changed to buying things online. Even right now, a lot of food is being purchased online. You can see uh, Jumia Jumia bikers outside, like everywhere. You can see orange, even Safe Border itself. So, what opportunities arise from connecting with customers online? That is something we are going to be looking at. You can go ahead and share with us on the chat box. Tell us what opportunities are there for you as you connect with your customers online. There are lots of benefits, okay? And that is what we are going to look at. Let me just check and see how my audience is doing online. Okay, so people go ahead and share with us where you're joining us from. Again, welcome to the session. Tell us how everything is moving. So we are here to interact with you, make my moderator as busy as possible. He's here to connect and share information and knowledge. So on screen right now, you can see that among the many opportunities we have, there's increased reach. You're able to reach more customers. You're able to learn more about your customers, and you're able to communicate and support your customers in a number of ways. And all of this you can do through a number of channels. You can do all this communication, reaching, and research about your customers through a number of channels. And there is search engine optimization, search engine marketing. There is social media marketing, display marketing, email marketing, and content marketing. So they will be blended together when we are coming up with our strategy. So for now, let us just look at in detail what we mean by all of these channels that you have at your disposal. So we have 6 channels for you to take advantage of. The first one that you're seeing is search engine optimization. So this is just about making sure that your website shows up more often in search engine results. In that, whenever a customer is searching for a product that is related to what you're dealing, your website is among the very first websites that appear in the search results page. That is what search engine optimization is about. It involves a lot of things that are going to help you appear more often, show up more often in search engine results. And then when we look at search engine marketing, this is this means you're paying to advertise your products on search engines. You have to put in some money for you to be able to appear. So if you've ever searched for something and as when websites appear, the very first websites that appear, and the first thing you see is ED, like the initials of ED, which is pronounced as ad. That is search engine marketing. That means they have paid to appear first in search engine results. Okay, so search social media marketing. When you say social media marketing, what do we mean? So as you hear the word social media and then marketing, you're using social media, you're using social networks like Facebook, you're using Instagram, you're using Twitter, you're using Pinterest. So using all of these social networks to gain traffic and attention and to reach a wider audience than what you have currently. So and then let's look at display marketing. When you say display marketing, what do you mean? So this one comes in a number of formats. So uh, while you're scrolling through your phone, have you ever seen a pop-up? Let's say, for us in Uganda, we've seen Jumia doing it a lot as you're scrolling through, and then an ad pops up. It can be for Jumia or Glovo. It has visuals like some images, and then it also has a few words. So that is what display marketing is about. So it is in many formats, and it appears on a number of websites across the internet. And then email marketing. What is email marketing? So with email marketing, you're collecting and using email addresses to communicate with users. So if you've ever been searching for a product or for let's say for a service, and you're able to tap on a particular website, and then when you go into that website as you're scrolling, they ask you to subscribe for something, or to subscribe for a newsletter, or to subscribe for knowledge about the product, or for an ebook. So all of that, they're collecting your emails, and that they're going to keep on updating you about their new products, or they're updating you about how you can use their product. That is all under email marketing. So let's look at the 6th channel, which is content marketing. So content marketing is all about creating and sharing different types of content. So if you've ever listened to any videos on YouTube, if you've ever accessed and read through an infographic, so this is all content marketing. People out there are creating content every day for you to consume and learn something new and know about their products. So that is it. Creating and sharing different types of content such as blog posts, videos, guides, infographics to attract attention and to drive traffic. Okay, so I've gone through all the 6 channels. Okay, so all of them, we have seen them, I've explained them. I'm sure there are questions. So let's see if we have some questions from the audience before we move on to our next section. Okay, so my moderator, thank you for engaging the audience. I can see you have Jane that has just joined us from Kawempe. Thank you for joining us, Jane. How is Kawempe? Okay, so if you have any question, Jen, please go ahead and ask us in the chat box, and my moderator will respond. And I also take off a few minutes just to see if I can help in responding to some of those questions. So let's go ahead and look at how you can build your digital marketing plan. So when you're building a digital marketing plan, there are a number of steps that you need to look at. And on your screen, as you can see, the different steps. The first one is you need to have business goals and objectives. We're going to go deep into these six steps, so you don't have to worry about it. The first one is you need to have your goals and objectives set. You need to understand what your budget is and what your resource allocation is. You need to know your audience. You need to pick the channels you're going to use. You need to plan your activity, and you need to measure. Like if everything you've said, how you're going to be informed that this is how my campaign has worked, has been successful or not. So let's go deep and look at these six steps. And the first one that you're going to look at is how you can is setting business goals and objectives, and why you need to actually have objectives. And on your screen right now, you can see modally, like we are. The question is, what do you want to achieve? That is the very first topic to ask yourself before as you're drawing up your plan. That is the first question you need to ask yourself. What do you want to achieve? What is that major reason as to why you want to go onto social media? Or what is that major reason as to why you want to get a website for your business? So you can see as an example, Modley is a hairdresser. That is the example we're going to look at. And the business goal is to get more customers through through my door, new and past, and make more people in the area know that my business exists. So we can use Mondly, or we can use, let me just borrow my moderator's name. Let's say Jimmy. Jimmy is a hairdresser or owns a hairdresser business, the hairdressing business. And that is his goal, like you have seen. So you cannot have a successful business online when you don't even know what you want to achieve. You need to clarify your purpose and identify the necessary actions. Okay. So you can see that you can have a number of objectives online, for example, to increase traffic to your website, to increase online sales, to increase social media pages, likes or follows, and also increase online reach and awareness for your business. One thing you should be aware of is that your online goals should not differ away uh, from your business goals. They should be the same, because we are all looking to have more sales, but you have to make sure that these goals are aligned. You can see on your screen right now how these goals can be aligned, the business goals and the online objectives. So if online you're saying that you want to increase online reach and awareness, so for a business goal, it's you want to make more people aware that you exist. If you want to increase website sales, then your business goal is to sell more products. And if you want to, let's say, to increase social media pages and likes, then that means you want to get found by more people as your business goal. Okay. So if you want to increase traffic to your website, then that means as a business goal, you want to get more returning customers and more customers visiting your shop. So that said, let's look at our second step. The first step is to have business goals and objectives. That noted, the second step is for you to understand your budget and the resources you have available. So we can see on screen right now, as Jimmy says, I don't have a website yet, as it's too much of an investment right now. So you're able to see that if, let's say, you want a website, but after looking at the resources you have and the money you have, you just can't afford it. Okay, so you need to understand and look at what is possible for your business. Give yourself an honest statement about what your challenge is. Don't go for a website yet you don't even have the money to to pay for it. There are other alternatives that we are going to see as we go ahead, because there are a number of tools that Google offers for free. We shall see them as we go ahead. So look at what is possible with what you have, with the resources that you currently have. And now let's look at the audience that you have. Okay, so you need to understand what kind of audience that you want to target, okay? Because different types of audience are found at different, let's say, social networks. The people you'll find on, let's say, LinkedIn will be different from the people that you find on let's say, Facebook, on Pinterest. So the audience differs. So you need to understand what kind of audience you're looking at. So, an example of Jimmy's hairdressing business, he says, I'm targeting females in my local area. My most valuable customers are females above 30 years. They normally have children and work part time. Most of them use Facebook. So you can see that Jimmy has really looked into the kind of audience that he wants to serve. He has understood that these are women that are 30, they have kids. Those are the people he wants to serve. So you can have more than one target audience. Let's say you're targeting women 30 years, or then you can also have a target of, let's say, uh, a woman who's 20 years. So you need to break all of this down and understand who you're trying to target. And okay, and that side, let's look at our fourth step, which is marketing channels. When you talk about marketing channels, we need to understand that which channels are right for our business. Not every channel works for us. You'll end up spreading resources everywhere, going to every channel, and yet you'll waste time when you've not gotten the results that you wanted and you expected. So you need to understand that this is where my audience is, for you to put your resources and focus them in that particular location. Okay. So not all marketing channels are going to suit your business goals. Consider which channels work best for you. And that is why it's also nice to have to have objectives, because it helps you even understand this better and know channels that you're going to use. So we shall use the example. You can use the example we have in front of us: online objectives and the marketing channels. You can see if you want to increase online reach and awareness, you can see the channels. You can see, you can use this social media, there's content marketing and display. If you want to increase website sales, you can use search engine marketing, SEO is search engine optimization. And then you can as well use email marketing. So if you want to increase traffic to your website, you can use search engine marketing, search engine optimization, and email marketing. So these channels, we went through them. So if you still have any question about them, just go ahead and use the chat box. If you want to increase customer loyalty, use social media, use email marketing and content marketing. So all of these examples of channels that you can make use of for a particular objective that you're aiming at. Okay, hope that's understood. So let's go to, after you've set up all of these, you have your goals set up, you have your audience, your channels, you have you have your marketing channels. The next thing is to how you can plan your activity, because you cannot just have this do all of this take time and then you just sit down and let things happen. You need to plan. Okay, we can see that Jimmy's online objective is to reach more people in the local area and got more returning customers. And he says, I don't have a website yet. It's too much for an investment right now. And the question is, how could I use Digito to help me? That is a question that Jimmy is asking himself. He doesn't have enough money for a website, but he still wants to go ahead and get more returning customers for his business. How can he use Digito? Like I said, we have quite a number of tools that he can make use of. For example, I have Google My Business. Okay, Google My Business currently is called a Google Business Profile. And if you're a business that you've just started, you don't have enough resources, you don't have enough money for a website, you'll only have to approach one of the agents, let's say like Africa on it. So we partner with Google and we shall help you set up a Google My Business profile. It's completely free of charge and it's also going to give you a free website that you can be using as you try and collect resources that can give you a more professional website. Okay. So you can also as well set up a Facebook page. It will help you collect a lot of reviews. You'll post pictures, and you'll also engage with your customers, and they'll share views with you, telling you this is good, this is not nice, something like that, so that you can even get more insights into your business. And you can as well use Facebook advertising for you to target your local area, because when you're using Facebook advertising, you get quite a lot of the advantage is that it allows you target the area where you want the ad to run. You target the kind of audience you're looking at. So these are the tools that you can make use of. That is if your budget is limited. Okay. After looking at all of that, now let us see how you can measure your your if your plan is really working out. So you need to set these metrics, put these metrics in place, and understand that you need to set these metrics in place and know that this is what I'm going to use to measure success of my plan. But for you to measure that, you need to have set smart objectives. And when you say smart, what do you mean? So smart is every letter stands for a particular uh, meaning. So S stands for being specific, M stands for measurable, S stands for achievable, R stands for realistic, and T stands for time bound. We're going to look at this, okay? And when we go into smart objectives, maybe if I can just help you understand more about when you say what being specific means. So when you say being specific, you need to know what exactly you want to achieve. Be specific in terms of what do you want. I want more walk-ins into my store. Don't say just something that is so wide and broad. You need to say the who, the what, the when, the where, and the how. Give your goal as much details, okay, as possible. The M stands for measurable. As you're creating that objective, please add, let's say you want to increase walk-ins to your customer by 30%, or by 15%, or by 10%. From measurable, make sure it's achievable. Don't say you've just opened up your store and then you're like you want to increase walk-in customer walk-ins by 50%, yet currently your walk-ins are at 5%. So make sure it's something that is really achievable and be realistic. Okay, don't set something that is just merely a dream. Let's say like I've said, you want to increase walk-ins by 50%. Be realistic, please. And also be time bound. Like if you want to achieve this, in what specific period you want to achieve it. That is something that is really motivating, and it actually continually moves you forward. Okay, so as after you've understood what we mean when we say setting smart objectives. You need to let's look at the slide right now and see how will you know if you've succeeded. How will you know if you've succeeded? You can see on your left and on your right. You can see on your left and on your right, we have smart objectives and broad objectives. So when it is broad, what we mean is out of, like, when you're creating objectives, are like you want to increase sales. Okay, that is something that is so broad. They must ask you a question: in what period of time? What do you mean exactly? You want to increase sales? How would you want to do that? So being smart means you're going to add that part of being measurable, and you also have, like, for example, you can see to increase online sales by 20% within 3 months. So if you're saying, instead of saying to increase brand awareness, instead just add, you want to increase brand awareness on Facebook by growing your audience with new people by 40%. So that's what we mean when we say being smart objectives. Okay, so this training is so far we're halfway into our training, and it's to be joined by a colleague of mine. His name is Olwa Joseph, and he's going to join us in the session to take you further and to give you more knowledge about the topic of creating a digital marketing plan. Okay, so I see he has joined us, and I hope he's ready. Thank you so much, Jimmy, and you're welcome, Yoram, to the session. So I'll leave Aura to take on from here. Thank you.
Great. Hello, everyone. Again, Orwa is here. Thank you so much. So far we have been learning on how to create your digital marketing plan, and also we are going to get to the next step now to finish up with what we have been discussing. So if you are there on the chat box, just please let us know what exactly you have learned today and what is new for you. Feel free to let us at the chat box. Let us know what exactly you have learned today and what more you are expecting to get from today. I will be quite much happy to take a look at your comments and to learn from you too. So let's proceed. Even as we wait for your comments to come through, with the content where we were exactly where we were discussing how to create digital marketing strategy, and we are here where we want to talk about how exactly to have a summary of digital marketing plan. So I've been having a discussion with Miriam and taking you through how to create a digital marketing plan, and where we are now. Actually, if you have a camera, you can take a photo of this particular slide, because this particular slide contain everything that we have been learning. One, you need to have a business goal. So, do your business has a goal? If you don't have a goal, then it is time for you to set up a goal. For the whole digital marketing plan, you need to have your goal. For example, the goal could be reach more people in your local area, get more customers through your door, and that's what could be your business goal. And then another thing, for your digital marketing plan to work, you need to have your audience. Which people do you want to target? Every business has their customers. There is a time I went to a showroom, check a friend, and this was the question that he was asked. So the friend was asked, which car do you want to buy? And then the friend answered, I need every other car that is in this particular showroom, but I will only buy Vitz. So I laughed at it, but that one exactly mean each and every product has their customers. So as a business, you need to identify this kind of customer that you will be selling to. And therefore, we refer to them as your audience. Then you need to pick on the channels that you'll be using. It could be local search engine optimization, just as Google Business Profile, could be Facebook, Instagram. They differ. So the question is, which one is the channel that you'll be using? Then in your digital marketing plan, you also need to have activities lined up. When we mention activities, we are referring to what you will be doing. For example, you could be building a website to boost your visibility. You can even list your business on Google Business Profile. You can be using Facebook advertising to target people in your local area. So the activities should be in line with even the business goal. Because you want to reach people, the activities should be towards reaching the people. Great. So online objectives, you need to also have your online objectives set right so that you know that I'm preparing to go online. What I want to get online is one, two, three, four. Why should you have this objective? This is clear because if you don't have the objective, you will have nothing to measure. You will have nothing to refer to whether your performance or your plan is working or not working. Then the next part, you need your plan need to be smart. So have smart objectives. If it is increasing Facebook page, don't just say I want to increase my Facebook page followers. Don't just say that. It will have, when we mention smart, we need to be specific, measurable, attainable, and also this is time bound. Like when uh, my colleague Mariam was sharing with us. So this is exactly the whole thing of digital marketing plan at one central place. So let's pause there to get some few questions before we jump into our next segment, in which we are going to have some great discussion in the third, I think should be the third segment of this particular topic on how to harness the power of digital advertising. So before we jump into that, allow me to take some few questions from you. Let me get to see if we have some great questions coming forward from the viewers. Okay, we have Joram Atuamize from Shoes. All right, great to connect, Joram. It was great to connect with you. Wonderful. I see some great discussion going on. Feel free to engage our moderators at the chat box. If you have any question, feel free to let us know, and we'll be able to address the question that you ask. And I can see Jim is doing a great work at ensuring that we understand what we do. I can see Orono Pius is there, and we have Apologen. Do we know the right strategy for my business? Jen, I probably this question was answered before, but like when we have all this particular discussion, you will actually be able to design a great strategy for your business. It depends with which kind of business you are running, which audience are you going to address, and where the kind of channel you'll be using to reach them. So that is primarily um, uh, essential thing for you to actually know. One, who are your business? Kind of business are you running? Where are your audience? Then, for example, if you want to get old people, very, very old people that are online, probably you will get these people on Facebook, for example. And if you want to get people who are viewing videos and young tasks and they are good at things that are trending, then probably you will consider using TikTok today, which has come great. And maybe sometimes you could want to use what else? People use so many things. So sometimes you might decide to use maybe you are a person who need quick conversation and you want to connect with professionals. That means you will need to go to maybe LinkedIn, for example. It depends now. I hope that particular comment helps you with the question. So the kind of strategy that channel you can use to connect with people and to able to the people to be able to know what you do. So Thanks. Keep on putting your comments down. Keep on sharing your questions. We will be glad to have a look at them and address them. So allow me to jump back into our deck, in which we are going to have a deeper discussion on how to harness the power of advertising. Great. So advertising means some effort is made out of the normal for you to be known, to create awareness. So this particular slide that you are seeing projected on your screen, this is a normal search engine result page. We have divided it into three segments for your understanding. The first part, which is yellow. Oh, I know some people always call me colorblind. I will try today to describe this color. So if I'm colorblind from your end, just let me know. But is that one yellow or orange? Waiting for your comments there. So let's use orange or yellow to refer to the first segment. So in that particular first segment, that is where the query is placed. So the query is the terms that people do put online while doing the searches. So that is the query. When you get to the second part of it, which is blue in color, I just, if I got it, I'm colorblind. If I got it, please let me know at the chat box. So that one stands for paid text and shopping ads. So if somebody is searching for anything on a typical browser, the search engine will scroll and bring the result for you. And this result will be displayed with some biasness. Sorry for using that term. And the first case there, where we have paid text and shopping ads, that is where search engine marketing is taking place. People have paid some money for them to appear there. And then we have the lower part in green, that is organic search listing. That is an effort that somebody has done by optimizing their content and to make them look great. And then they make their content be relevant to the people that they are searching for them. Did you get that one? Wonderful. Let's jump into now a process for search engine marketing. If you want to actually be great in your search engine marketing, and probably majority of us that are joining us here are working with Africa on an 8 in the project of Digital Launchpad, and they are actually doing some Google ads for you. I find that the first thing you need to do is to understand your customers. So when you understand your customer, this is what makes everything happen, because you know where they are, you know what they want to do, and actually what intent to for them to do. So it's called, understanding your customer. So let me check if my screen is well. Let me just check with you if you can able to hear my voice, and the projection is clear. Great, I can see some comments coming through. So the first thing I mentioned is to know your customers. Knowing your customer. So knowing your customer means you know where they are. So once you know where they are, you will be able to go to them, understand your customer, how they behave, what they do while they come online, what is the time that they use to come online, when are they online. Another thing, the next thing now is keywords. So keywords, this refers to those particular terms that people you do put on the search box before hitting the enter button to search for your product or something online. So keywords you are terms used to refer to something online. So while you want to advertise yourself, consider using those particular keywords. For search engine marketing, actually people bid for keywords. When we mention bidding, is let's say you are in Kampala, Uganda, and you are selling pizza. Yes, Kampala, Uganda, and selling pizza. So if you sell pizza, and another person also is selling pizza, and you want to advertise. So when you are setting the campaign, there's some words that people will use to search for pizza. So from experience, if you have ever searched for pizza in Kampala, allow us to actually learn from you too on the chat box. Share with us some of the terms, common terms that people could use. Maybe pizza shop near me. It could be pizza shop in Kampala, and some people could be specific and say pizza shop at maybe along uh, uh, Ka- Kanjocha Road. See that? So that is quite a bit specific. Now, so when you pay to set up your campaign, you will be bidding for those keywords. The bidding process involves how much are you willing to pay for that particular word. So you need to do your research on kind of keywords. Other keywords are very competitive, but other keywords are not much competitive but could still give you great result. Start thing, create your copy, add copy, and then you pull it together and you are ready to go. So we have some differences between search engine marketing and search engine optimization. So when we mention search engine marketing, we are referring for you paying for your ads to appear. You bid for keywords. You can get to the first page straight away, like the previous slides where I was showing you a, a, a search engine result page divided into three segments, where the first part was search query and the second part was for paid text and ads. So if you are doing search engine marketing, you can create your website today and appear on the top. But when you are doing search engine optimization, this means that you appear on such a result free without charging or being charged. And then what you need to do, you always have to optimize for your keywords. You need to be doing this thing over time and again because people's preferences changes with time. So you need to optimize your keywords, do a lot of research, and then you will take time to rank on the first page result. So you take time to rank. So this is the difference between search engine marketing and search engine optimization. Great. So let's take a look at how now you get started with search engine optimization. Three steps that we will share with you. The first thing that you can do, you sign up for Search Console. So when you sign up for Google Search Console and submit content to Google, Google will be able to monitor how your content is doing and share some result or some statistics with you. And then you can actually create an alert to your email when some critical things happen on your website, like errors are appear, you will be getting these particular errors. Notification sent to your email, and you go and fix the errors, and then websites become great, and then you appear everywhere when people are searching for you. Wonderful. So another thing you can do with search engine optimization to help Google find your content, you submit your sitemap. So when we say sitemap, it's just the structure of your website, how your content is laid. On the website, there are single page website. The about us is there, our product and services, and then our contact. Great. Other websites are having several pages with drop downs. So when you submit a sitemap to Google, Google will be understanding the structure of your website. And once that is done, it makes it easier for a people to search while searching for content that could be found in your website. Then the search engine is able to pick your website and list it as a source or one of the sources to the content that is related to the search query that the client is making. Another thing, you need to promote your site on and offline. So what do we mean by this? Site promotion on site and online. So on site means you tell people about it. Hey, my name is Orwa. I have a website. The name is uh, orwa.com. That is offline promotion of my website. And that on site, this means in the digital platforms where you are, it could be Facebook somewhere, you let people know that you exist and people could follow you, people could go to your website, right? Wonderful. And now that one is understood. Another thing you could do when you help Google to find your content, share new contents. Google always get excited when new and fresh content is submitted to your profile. It makes your profile real. Why? Because Google doesn't want to mislead people. If an information was posted last year, we could consider that that information maybe is obsolete and does not reflect the kind of life people are living now or the kind of information that somebody might need. But if a fresh information is provided, Google gets excited because this was provided recently, could be providing recent solution to what people are looking for. Another step that you need to do, help Google and users understand your content. So you need to create unique and accurate page titles. If the page is about us, and when I come to about us, I found products, I'll run away. It is not like communicating what is available in the page, and that one will result into higher bounce rate. When we mention higher bounce rate, is that action of people visiting our websites and they leave immediately before even scrolling to the next item on the page. Another thing, create good titles and snippets. See, if you have a lot of information somewhere on your website, from your own page, you can create some unique and nice title with short information that is attractive. If somebody wants to read more about that one, then they click on that read more and go and read more about it. But you don't need like to put everything all together so that when I come visit your website, I must go through relevant and irrelevant information that are available before I got to what I wanted. So create good titles and snippets. So another thing, use heading tags to emphasize the important in text. This is funny, but if you are a developer or your website is being developed, ensure that there is ranking of things. Like when you go to our website, it's like a page, a book. You see, website is just number of pages put together. It's like a book. For example, in books, when I was in primary, right? Maybe in secondary, but modern. This was quite common in primary. This was common in primary school. There is a book we were reading, and then there is chapter one. Then chapter one, under chapter one, we have some sub chapters. So you need to organize your content in that manner for your website for people to understand that this is now a chapter and this is some subtitles within this particular chapter. I'm using a book because it's something it's relevant to all of us. So your website is just pages. The only thing that you cannot touch it, but they are electronic. So organize your headings well so that people comes. That is something to follow. Actually, there is a clear thing to follow. Wonderful. So let's jump into some search engine optimization tips for success. If you need to succeed with search engine optimization and make your website appear when people search for it and allow your website to be great, the first thing you need to do research on keywords. So keywords are terms that people are using who are searching for a particular product. They differ from one industry to another, from one location to another. That's why you'll find that in most cases, if you're doing social media marketing, you could be using different terms, the same business, but different terms in various locations. So run keyword research. This will be a great deal to help your website be seen on any other social media platform that you're using. Another thing, publish useful, high quality content. People love reading new, fresh things. A content that when I get start reading, then it's great. I feel informed, I feel entertained, I feel like I'm getting value for my time. That's so probably useful and high quality content. Another thing, make web pages search engine friendly. There's some web pages that look funny, my friend. When you open it and then you get a text is there, a photo is there is a gap, and then all right, there is spelling mistakes, and then oh, okay, you just feel like okay. And some websites are great, but when before you get to what you want, you go to the upper menu, then the drop down menu comes, then you go to the left, then you go down to the right, and then you go before you get to what you want, it rolls back and then you start again. Please, we will get tired on the way. So make your web pages search friendly. Did you get that? Great. If you got it, let me know at the chat box. Let me just know that yes, you got it. Good. So let's look at another type of ad that you can always use, and this is called display ad. As the term display is, display ads do display themselves. All right. So if you are in any social, on any platform, you can just find things popping up. Let me try Facebook, for example. I'm on Facebook, I'm just opening it. Let me see if I can get a good example to show you what we call display ad, how they are. So I will be sharing that in a while. Give me just a moment to share with you what we mean by those particular display ads. Right, so in a while I'll be sharing you, maybe let me try a Facebook. Yes, let me try a Facebook. uh, uh, let me visit Facebook and see. Right, I'm on Facebook and bam bam. When I'm on Facebook, already there's some display ad here. You see? So they just display. So this is kind of great ads that are always having photo, they could be having text, and they just display. When you are on that particular mobile app, you are reading your Bible, Quran, or you are just on another app, you find them something dancing, a car or something else. Ah, those ones we call display. So it's great. This provides a great way of connecting with your clients, and this one we it's always great when you want to create awareness, right? We want to create awareness. Like for now, I've just gone to YouTube. Allow me to share that with you too, so that you see examples of this particular art that we mentioned. I've just gone to YouTube, and when I look at YouTube, okay, I've just opened YouTube and I'm at YouTube. I can see this. This is an ad displaying Happy Africa. So they're there for attraction, to create awareness. These are types of ads that you can deploy as a business to help you reach out and connect with your clients and your people. Great, wonderful. So let's move forward and get to learn some of the things you need to do to set up a display, a great display ad. So back to our deck, and then let's jump into that right away. So, uh, what could be the difference between display ad and search engine advertising? As we mentioned, these are ads that they just display. Whether you want it or not, the search engine learns your behavior. If you like visiting showrooms online, or shopping for vehicles, or shopping for shoes, most of the time you'll find the ads for display that comes to you are related to your previous searches and what you have been consuming online. So the difference between this, what could be the difference between display advertising and search engine advertising? So with display advertising, it focuses matching ads with users query. Okay, let's go slowly. We have search engine advertising that we have discussed previously, and we have the display. So with display ads, we follow your behavior. If you like visiting some shopping areas where there is betting, yeah, if you like betting online, going to betting sites, you will always find display ads for bets following you. All right. I know you are asking how do that one happens. We'll have a discussion around that one later in our other webinars that we will let you know. But you'll find that when you like visiting, maybe you like viewing shops, or you are in e-commerce where they sell clothes, they sell maybe shoes. When you go online, you just find yourself that you are getting ads that are relevant to what you have been consuming online. So that one is display. Tend to focus on your behavior. But with search engine advertising, this is Google Ad is matching the search query that a person places at the search box. And then Google crawls around to find if there is anybody who did make an advertising using keywords that are close or related to what people are searching. So Google will match those two. So for search ad to work, somebody has to search for something. For display ads to work, somebody only need to go online through those particular their common browsers or their favorite browsers and visit their favorite sites, and boom, the display ads follows you there. So that is the difference. Great, wonderful. I believe you got the difference. If you have not still some challenges, share with us at the chat box. I will be happy to have a look at them. So a process of having your display advertising. The first thing, you need to understand your customer. Very key. The second thing, have an idea of where you want your ads to appear. We call those places placement ideas. So if you are advertising, if you want to place your ad on mobile apps, you can tell Google that when people are browsing on their mobile apps, allow them to see my ad. So another thing, make your creative, and lastly, put it together and you are done with display advertising. So as we have discussed display advertising, let's jump into social media advertising. Our question is, what exactly is social media advertising? So we can refer to social media advertising to any other effort that people uses through social media to connect with their clients or to inform them of what they are doing, selling products or offering services through social media. If you do that through social media, then you are doing social media advertising. The good thing that, why should we use social media? As a person, feel free to share that at the chat box. Why do you think we should use social media? All right, it is important. Social media advertising is something very important for you as a business to consider using, because one, there are so many people in the social media. Two, you can use social media to increase your brand recognition. Three, you can use social media to create traffic to your website. Majority of you have their website ready, so you can use social media to tell people, hey, can you visit my website, find out what great things I have to offer you? And then you can reach a specific target audience on different social media sites. If you're using Facebook, for example, you can decide to target people in Kampala and be granular. Target ladies in Kampala. So your ad will only appear to ladies in Kampala. You can decide to target a region, say Entebbe, so that your ads only appear in Entebbe. So it helps you target a specific audience using different social media sites. Again, you can target and retarget ideal customers. For example, if you are targeting people uh, in Ginger, for example, and these people saw your ad and did something, you can make an ad based on their previous actions on your site to retarget them, to reach out to them again. If you got customers who are complaining, you can create or retarget this particular audience to reach out to them with a new message of what you have to offer. Wonderful. Did you get that? So there's so many reasons for you to use social media advertising. It also includes, it is cheap and effective. You only need to put some few dollars, and the greatly will benefit your business. And lastly, you can use social media to generate leads, because people are there. You let them know what you do, and you make them be happy while they use your service, product, and services. All right. So let's look at the differences between paid advertising and organic advertising. So there we are. So with paid, in social media, you could use two angles of advertising. The first one is organic social media. With organic social media, views, actions, clicks, posts are free. Content appears on your business profile and in people's news feeds. And again, that particular content can only reach your followers and friends of your followers. But when we come to paid social media, you pay for views, you pay for actions, you pay for clicks, you pay for what you have posted or any ad that you are boosting. Your ad can appear in more places. If you are using Facebook, you can decide to target people on Facebook. You can decide to target them even in Instagram. So you have more places to place your ad. You can also reach anyone. Those people don't need to follow you or to like your page for them to get that particular ad reaching them. Yeah, did you get that? Okay, let's take you through quick steps following up on setting up social media before we wrap it up. The first thing when you work with social media, you need to know your objectives. What exactly do you want to achieve? Is it awareness creation? Is it that I'm doing this campaign to generate leads? Okay, why exactly am I doing this campaign? Objectives. Second thing, choose your audience. Where are these people that I want to target? Are they in Kampala? If they're in Kampala, they ladies or young men? Is this youths or the old? You choose your audience. The next thing, create your add creative, and lastly, set your budget and wait for the social media to do their thing, and the ad will reach out to the people that you connect to. Allow me to pause from there to have a look at some of your questions that are coming in. Great, great. I can see a lot of conversation is going in here. All right. Yes, Orowa, you did get it right. Yellow, blue, and green. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Jimmy. Now I'm no longer colorblind. I can see. Yeah, I'm trying. Great. And then we have Edwin Silas from Kampala. It was great connecting with you, Edwin. Wonderful. Thanks so much. And also we have Lord Martins Okama. Hello, Lord Martins. Great to connect with you. It was wonderful to learn with you. Thanks so much for connecting with us. So let me see again other people that are connecting with us. Let me check other people that are connecting with us. A great conversation is going on here. Let me see. All right. We have Lord Martin just joined. That's wonderful. Great people. Keep on conversing, keep on sharing with us your comments and feedbacks. We are happy to learn from you. You are wonderful people. So keep on sharing your comments. Let's connect. And uh, as we mentioned, and Mariam, who was my colleague, mentioned to you before that Google has introduced a great program for you as an SMEs, and we always call it a boot camp. This is a 5 days event where SMEs are being trained on some of important things for them to do. So actually, if you can see my screen, and my moderator will be able to share this with you too. So you are able to sign up for that particular event, and you will be invited to attend. Is a 5 day training session where SMEs are taken into an in-depth discussion around their businesses and business ideas on how they can get ready for financing. They can get ready for so many aspects of your business process. So please feel free to follow up the link, sign up, and we will get connected and get you invited to that particular event. Learn more on your business, how you can collaborate, how you can partner, learn on how you can do budgeting for your business, and you can prepare your financial reports. This will be great. It's going to be great for you. So feel free to follow the link and again sign up for that particular event, and you will get notification or invitation to participate in that particular event. Great. Now, lastly, we have been here for more than an hour. Our question would be for you: what will be the next steps after this? What are you going to do differently today from today? What else are you going to do differently? Are you going to sit down and come up maybe with a digital marketing plan? Are you going to sit down and decide where is your audience? And are you going to sit down, maybe come up with your objectives? And if they are too much broad, you are going to make them smart. What exactly are you going to do after this? Our moderator is going to share this link with you at the chat box. So get ready to learn more on our digital platforms. Learningdigital.withgoogle.com/digital skills/courses. Get there, learn more for free. But for now, you can also go to our social media platforms. Share with us what you have learned today. I'm waiting to connect with you there. I'm actually waiting. On our Facebook, we are Digital Skills. for Africa. In Twitter, we have Digital Skills AF. In Instagram, we have Digital Skills AF. So go into a social media platform, connect with us, ask questions, let us know what you have learned. Waiting to see some of your comments coming through. We'll be happy to look at them after this particular session. So if there is anything you have learned, if there is anything that was great, please share. Let's share and learn together. Let's share the stories. Waiting to connect with you on our social media and all. Thank you so much for joining. I know our moderator is going to share some resources with you at the chat box to be able to follow up and sign up. But it was great connecting you people. You are wonderful people. Until we meet again, I was your co-facilitator, training together with Mariam. I don't know if he's available. He can just say hi to you. So we have some links to the resources being shared in the chat box. So please follow up on those particular links. Go to our social media platforms. Ensure that you tell us what you have learned. Share your story with us. We are looking forward to connect with you. We are looking forward to hear more. And when you follow up, we always provide updates of the events that are coming. We have some people who have some feedback for us. We have shared feedback form for you there. Please feel free to talk to us. Let us know how the session was. Let's know how we can improve this. We have a mentorship link being shared with us. So feel free to connect with us. And it was wonderful to connect with you. Until we meet again, let's say bye.